was designed to. A final test of all the moving parts are gone over. Stan and his crew must simulate for the cameras that the robot is walking with a limp.
Working with the robot was a real experience, and it was very fascinating, and I just must applaud everything that they did. You know, they worked as hard as I did. It was also very strange because you have lots of people operating above it, and the director, I mean, it's not a real reality, per se, that you can just look at and respond to. You have to create it for yourself and then respond to it. And instead, you've got a director saying, okay, here he is. Okay, now he's getting up, and now he's going, and now he's coming. You know, you have a little hand to work with too often. But it was very interesting. Certainly, you know, one of the nicer things about the film.
Terminator, I must say, out of Mark, because I'm taking all the credit.
It really tested everything that I had. I felt completely exhausted when it was over. There was also a level of belief that was a little bit scary because we were working nights, 10 weeks at least of all-night shooting and coming home at dawn and trying to sleep. And it just wears down your spirit. So that by the end of it, you know, I just was so sort of caught up and really believing it and just undone by it.
One of the really nice things I think about the Terminator is that it is an action movie, and I think it's an excellent action movie. And I think James Cameron is really good, very talented young director. I think he's going to be a big star. I think he's very talented, and I think he really writes action well and directs it well. And so it's a good action picture, and so I think people should see it, and a lot of people see it just for the action alone. But on top of that, Linda and I's relationship in the movie gives us a chance to stretch a little bit and work as actors, not just running away from a robot. It's not what the movie's about, running away from a robot. It is, but at the same time, there's a good story, an excellent story here, you know, the Terminator, and it gives us a chance to play a lot of very good scenes as actors.
I came across time for you, Sarah. I love you. I always have.
I think Michael has a very promising future. He did a phenomenal job with the character. It's a very complex character because at the beginning we look at him as a villain because he's going through the same movements and the same pattern of action as the Terminator. But then he has to change and become the hero, and then beyond the hero he has to become the romantic lead, if you will. So there's a transmigration of the character that happens. Michael did a phenomenal job with that. Really understood the character. He brought a lot of intensity to it. I think that the chemistry between the two of them is absolutely perfect. Run you up from further back. Let's start you back a little more by the burners. Linda, you too, so that Michael can switch over to this position.
Okay.
Okay? Ooh,
Okay, so it's okay then if I just come in?
No, the backs of my legs hurt.
No,
That's all right.
No, that's good. That's because you haven't had enough
It's okay
exercise.
then, we don't have to match this so I can come in
Right,
like this?
exactly, right. And then Linda, just toss that pipe just down in here, okay, on the ground.
All right.
Okay, let's see it again. Do it a little faster too. Terminator's coming. And action.
Action!
Cut.
Cut!
And action.
Rarely do viewers. This means that each scene in the picture is usually shot from 2 or 3 different angles. Well, in this one scene, Linda Hamilton and Michael Biehn will be filmed at least 3 times from at least 3 different angles. And who said being a movie star was fun and glamorous?
The scene in general